I decided to do my interview on my father, Joseph Noble Sr., who was a fireman for Clarksville for 39 years. When were you born, Joe?
April 20th, 1954, Nashville, Tennessee.
So you grew up here your entire life?
Well, my father was in the military, and we moved around a lot. And when he retired, we retired here in Clarksville, Tennessee.
When did you join the fire department?
Okay, I joined the fire department January 2nd, 1976. I was like 21 years old, and that's when my exciting career started.
It's a long time. A long time ago, for sure. Were you stationed at what? Station 1 is where everyone gets started at?
I was stationed at Station 1. They had to keep me there because I broke my finger. They had put me on light duty. It was my third shift there. So I stayed there until my injury healed. And then they started sending me to different stations to take up from the other men who were on Kelly Day or vacation.
Right.
I would substitute for them, say at Station 6, 7, 3. I was a universal guy there. I just went all over the stations.
Right on. Can you think of anything off the top of your head? Any fond memory of the fire department? Anything that just sticks out that you want to talk about? Of course, obviously, if it's something that brings up bad memories, you don't have to worry about that. So don't worry about that part. Just I guess happy memories or something that does stick out that isn't gonna bring back anything bad.
Well, let's see. From the time I started, the fire department participated in the Christmas angel tree gifts given to kids that need it. I was very proud of that, and I just it was an exciting career. It really was a rush to ride a fire truck, screaming fire truck going down the road, lights and siren going, and it just put a rush to you, man, because you didn't know what was going to happen until you got there.
Right.
Yeah. And usually you remember your training, and you just, once you get to the fire scene, you just remember all your training and just attack the fire with the best force you got. And I became pretty good at it through the years. Now, I was a rookie on my second year here. They gave me a nickname. This was like 1978 or 77, excuse me. And a fireman named Buff Albright, which we have about the same amount of years in, he nicknamed me Chico. And for years on till I retired, that's what they called me. It didn't hurt me or nothing. I liked it because it meant they liked me.
Right.
But most of us there had nicknames, so that was a happy moment too. And
any fire that sticks out to you, that maybe went it all. I mean, it's a fire, so it's not obviously something good. But if there's anything that maybe the fire sticks out that happened.
Yeah, I have one. It was back in 1984. I was still a young man then, and we had this house fire on Memorial Extension. And I was stationed at 3 then, Station 3. We were the first trucks on the scene, and it was blazing pretty good. And my fire chief got there with his other backup truck, and we had an ambulance there and everything. And the reason why this stuck out to me is because I was fighting the fire. My chief told me to go on the porch of the house and start putting water through the door and window and stuff. And of course, And then I did that for about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the floor underneath me gave way and threw me through a glass door where I injured myself and fell through the porch. And I had to crawl out to safety. And luckily there happened to be an ambulance, saw the fire, and they come by to stand by. And I got cut pretty bad, or I had to have surgery that night. And so I had to go. Then I had to go through where you train your hands. What do you call it? Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember that all coming close to being killed, but that's the life of a firefighter or fire.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all. Yeah, I don't know. You probably went to 1,000+ fires throughout time.
Oh yeah. I was one time in Waverly, Tennessee, caught fire through an explosion of a railroad cart. I was one of the men chosen to go from Clarksville to down there to Waverly, Tennessee to help them out. And I believe that was around 1979. And when we got down there, it looked like a war zone. We did what we could to help them. They had fire stations from all over counties and towns come in and help them. I'll never forget that. And we've had a lot of warehouse fires. That are, when a warehouse catches fire, you pretty much are going to be there for several hours. There was one particular one that happened on 3rd and Street, and it was a warehouse there. Now it's a car lot. We were the first ones on the scene, and we were fighting it, and all of a sudden a large explosion came out, and ball of fire went over our heads, and thick smoke. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face, and we thought we all bit the dust then. And then the warehouse just went up, and we stayed on that for several hours.
Oh. Tell me how many years, as well as your start and ending date?
I've been there 38 years and 4 months, exactly. And that's a long time. It's a lifetime.
Oh yeah, I mean it's dang near 40 years. You know?
Yeah. If I had to do it all over again, I would. It was an exciting life.
So, your position in the fire department, what was it?
Engineer. In 1988, the fire department was going to 3 shifts, so they had to train a bunch of men and women to drive fire trucks and operate them. And I got lucky and made top of my class because of my seniority and abilities to drive and operate a fire engine. And it was like in 1989. And once the 3rd shift started, I was stationed at Station 4, and I stayed there for over 25 years before they sent me to Station 2 to be an engineer there. And I finished off my career there in Station 2. And I got pretty good at driving. The trucks we had at the time was 5 speeds, and you had to shift and downshift and get enough speed up where you can get there in time. So I was complimented a lot about that I could drive one of the hardest trucks they ever had. It was a 1975 American LaFrance. A lot of people couldn't drive that truck, but I could. Well, there's another quick story.
All right. If you want to tell me, go ahead.
Alrighty. I still stayed Station 4, driving the 5 speed, still same truck. And we were spotted into a house fire off of Paradise Drive Hill. and I was had it in the wind. I was shifting gears, downshifting. I got to a point where I had to make a sharp left turn, and I shift down, not to low gear, and started making my turn, and the two wheels on the left side left the ground, and I made my turn on two wheels. And the guys let me know about it when we got back to the station. You're about the best driver I've ever seen. He says, you went in between those cars and didn't even touch them. I said, you come that close of touching me. I said, I know. I drive so close to them, I can see their mail in their seat of their car. So, but that was exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely. That sounds exciting. I wanted to end this interview by saying, Dad, I love you. You are an inspiration to all, and anyone who can do 39 years in a public service, a selfless service, is someone honorable in my opinion. So I just wanted to tell you I love you, and this one's for you, Dad.